Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a situation so tough, so overwhelming, that it felt like you were staring at a mountain you could never climb? Maybe it was a financial struggle, a broken relationship, a career setback, or even a dream that felt too big to ever come true. We've all been there, standing at the foot of something that seems impossible. But here's the truth. That mountain in your life isn't there to stop you. It's there to show you the power of faith. Now, I'm not talking about wishful thinking or crossing your fingers and hoping for the best. I'm talking about a deep, unshakable belief that things can and will change for the better. Faith isn't about what you see. It's about what you believe in your heart before it ever shows up in your life. It's about knowing that no matter how big the mountain is, there's a way to move it. But here's the catch. Faith isn't passive. It's not just sitting around waiting for a miracle to drop into your lap. Faith is active. It's bold. It's speaking life over your challenges, stepping out in courage, and trusting the process even when the path ahead isn't clear. That kind of faith doesn't just move mountains, it transforms lives. So if you're ready to learn how to unleash a faith so strong it can break barriers, overcome fear, and turn your biggest challenges into your greatest victories, stay with me. Because by the end of this, you'll see that the power to move your mountain has been inside you all along. Let's talk about how to tap into it and change your life for good. Faith is not a fleeting feeling or momentary sense of hope. It is a powerful, transformative force that can reshape your reality. It's the engine that drives you forward when logic says you should stop, the fire that keeps burning even when the world tries to extinguish it. Faith is not based on what you can see or touch. It's anchored in what you believe deep in your soul. It's a force that fuels your dreams, strengthens your resolve, and gives you the courage to take bold steps toward the life you want to create. When you understand that faith is a force, you realize it's not dependent on your emotions. Emotions are fleeting. They change with circumstances, the weather, or even the kind of day you're having. But faith is constant. It's a decision you make to believe in something greater than your current circumstances. Faith doesn't waver when the winds of life blow hard. Instead, it digs in deeper, holding firm to the belief that better is coming. Faith pushes you to act even when you don't have all the answers. It's what makes you take that leap of faith, send that application, start that business, or make that phone call. Even when fear whispers, "What if you fail?" Faith drowns out the voice of doubt and replaces it with a louder, more powerful voice that says, "What if you succeed?" It empowers you to move forward even when the path ahead seems unclear, trusting that each step you take will reveal the next. This force of faith also has the power to transform how you see your challenges. When you operate from a place of faith, you don't see obstacles as permanent roadblocks. You see them as opportunities to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Faith shifts your perspective from "Why is this happening to me?" to "What is this teaching me?" It allows you to find purpose in the pain and turn setbacks into stepping stones. Faith is contagious. When you live with a strong sense of belief, you inspire others to do the same. People are drawn to those who have unwavering faith because it radiates confidence, hope, and possibility. Your faith can become a source of encouragement for those around you, showing them what's possible when you refuse to give up on your dreams. The beauty of faith is that it doesn't require you to have everything figured out. You don't need to know how every piece of the puzzle will fit together. You just need to trust that it will. Faith asks you to take the first step, even when you can't see the whole staircase. It's about believing in the unseen, trusting in the process, and knowing that every action you take in faith is bringing you closer to the life you envision. Faith as a force is not passive, it's dynamic and active. It moves mountains, breaks barriers, and creates opportunities where there once were none. When you embrace faith as a force, you unlock a power within yourself that is capable of overcoming any challenge and achieving any dream. It's not just about believing. It's about living in a way that reflects that belief. Every single day, your words are powerful. They have the ability to shape your reality and influence the direction of your life. When you speak, you're not just expressing thoughts, you're setting things in motion. That's why it's so important to be intentional about the words you use, especially when you're facing challenges. Speaking life over your situation isn't just a positive habit, it's an act of faith. It's declaring victory before you see it, claiming success while you're still in the struggle, and choosing hope when fear tries to take over. When you speak life, you're aligning your words with the outcome you want to see. Too often, people fall into the trap of speaking defeat over their lives. They say things like, "I'll never get through this," or "this is just too hard." Those words carry weight, and they reinforce the very obstacles you're trying to overcome. But when you flip the script and start speaking life, you shift the energy around you. You say, "I've got this," or "I'm stronger than this challenge," and suddenly you're not just hoping for change, you're creating it. Speaking life isn't about ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to focus on the possibilities instead of the problems. When you're in a tough situation, it's easy to dwell on what's wrong, but that only magnifies the difficulty. Instead, speak about what's right, what's possible, and what you're working toward. Say things like, "This is tough, but I'm tougher," or "I don't know how yet, but I'll figure it out." Those words don't just inspire you, they set a tone for how you approach your challenges. The act of speaking life is also deeply connected to faith. It's about declaring what you believe in your heart, even if you can't see it yet. Faith isn't just about holding a belief silently. It's about proclaiming it boldly. When you say, "I'm going to make it," or "this is just a stepping stone to something greater," you're not just speaking positively. You're activating your faith. You're reminding yourself and the world around you that your story isn't over and that you're still in control of how it unfolds. The words you speak also have a ripple effect. When you speak life, you inspire others to do the same. Think about how powerful it is to hear someone say, "I believe in you," or "You got what it takes." Those words can change someone's day or even their life. When you make a habit of speaking life over your own situation, you naturally begin to speak it over others, creating a cycle of encouragement and empowerment. Speaking life doesn't mean you'll never face setbacks or struggles, but it does mean you'll approach them with a mindset that gives you the best chance of overcoming them. Words are tools, and when used wisely, they can build bridges to your dreams. Speak life, speak faith, and watch how the power of your words transform your reality. Faith and fear are two forces that cannot coexist. They are like light and darkness. Where one is present, the other cannot be. Fear is paralyzing. It whispers all the reasons why you shouldn't take a step forward, why you'll fail, and why things won't work out. It magnifies the obstacles in your path and shrinks your belief in yourself. Faith, on the other hand, is liberating. It pushes you to act, to trust, and to believe in the possibility of success even when the odds seem stacked against you. The choice between faith and fear is a defining moment in every challenge you face, and the outcome of that choice determines the direction of your life. Fear thrives on uncertainty. It takes the unknown and fills it with worst-case scenarios, convincing you to stay where it feels safe. But here's the truth. Staying in your comfort zone may feel secure, but it's also where dreams go to die. Faith challenges you to step out of that zone, to embrace the unknown with confidence that something better is waiting on the other side. Faith doesn't require you to have all the answers. It only asks that you trust the process and take the first step. The presence of fear doesn't mean you lack faith. It means you're human. Everyone feels fear at some point. But what sets successful people apart is their ability to choose faith over fear. It's not about being fearless. It's about being courageous enough to act despite the fear. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward in its presence. When you choose faith, you're telling fear, you don't get to control my life. Fear often disguises itself as logic or practicality, but it's important to recognize it for what it is, a barrier to growth. Faith, on the other hand, doesn't ignore the risks or challenges. It acknowledges them, but chooses to focus on the possibilities. It's the voice that says, I know this is hard, but I also know I'm capable. Faith shifts your perspective from what if I fail to what if I succeed. That shift in mindset can make all the difference. Faith is also contagious. When you choose to operate from a place of faith, you inspire others to do the same. Your actions show that it's possible to overcome fear and achieve great things. People are drawn to faith because it's empowering and uplifting. Fear isolates, but faith connects. It builds bridges and creates opportunities for collaboration and support. Choosing faith over fear is not a one-time decision. It's a daily practice. Every day you're faced with choices that will either move you closer to your goals or keep you stuck where you are. By consistently choosing faith, you build momentum. You start to see progress, and that progress reinforces your belief in what's possible. Over time, faith becomes your default response to challenges, and fear loses its grip on your life. Faith and fear may both knock at your door, but only one can come inside. When you choose faith, you open the door to opportunities, growth, and success. You take control of your story and prove that no matter how intimidating the challenge, you have the power to overcome it. Faith is the foundation of courage, and courage is what turns dreams into reality. Faith is not just about believing, it's about doing. Action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Too often, people wait for the perfect moment or for all the stars to align before they take a step forward. But faith doesn't work that way. Faith requires movement. It asks you to take a step even when the path ahead is unclear. It's about showing up, putting in the effort, and trusting that the process will lead you to where you're meant to be. When you act in faith, you're demonstrating that you believe in the possibility of a better outcome. You're saying, I don't have all the answers, but I'm willing to try. That willingness is powerful. It sets things in motion and creates opportunities that wouldn't exist if you stayed still. Action backed by faith sends a message to the universe that you're serious about your goals. It's like planting seeds in a garden. You may not see the harvest immediately, but your consistent effort will yield results over time. The key to acting in faith is to start where you are with what you have. You don't need all the resources, connections, or knowledge to begin. Too many people get stuck waiting for the perfect conditions. But the truth is, perfection is a myth. There will always be obstacles and uncertainties. Faith asks you to move forward anyway. It's about taking small, consistent steps toward your goals, trusting that each step will bring you closer to your destination. Action also builds momentum. The more you do, the more confident you become. Each step you take reinforces your belief that progress is possible. Even when you face setbacks, the act of moving forward reminds you that you're capable of overcoming challenges. Faith isn't about avoiding failure. It's about learning from it and using it as fuel to keep going. Every action you take, no matter how small, is a victory over doubt and fear. Faith-driven action is also contagious. When others see you stepping out boldly, it inspires them to do the same. Your courage becomes a source of encouragement for those around you. You show them that it's possible to take risks, face challenges, and still come out stronger on the other side. Your actions have the power to create a ripple effect, impacting not just your life, but the lives of those who witness your journey. Acting in faith doesn't mean you won't feel fear or doubt along the way. It means you choose to move forward despite those feelings. It's about trusting that your efforts will pay off even if you can't see the full picture yet. Faith requires patience and perseverance, but it rewards those who are willing to put in the work. Every great achievement starts with a single step of faith. It's not enough to believe in your dreams. You have to take action to make them a reality. Faith without action is just wishful thinking. But when you combine belief with effort, you unlock a power within yourself that can overcome any obstacle and achieve the extraordinary. Faith is a powerful force, but it doesn't exist in isolation. Surrounding yourself with the right people can amplify your faith and help you stay on course when times get tough. The company you keep plays a significant role in shaping your mindset, influencing your decisions, and determining how you respond to challenges. When you're surrounded by people who believe in you, encourage you, and remind you of your potential, your faith grows stronger. On the other hand, negative influences can drain your energy, sow seeds of doubt, and hold you back from reaching your full potential. The people in your circle should be those who inspire and uplift you. They don't have to be perfect, but they should share your values and your commitment to growth. These are the people who will celebrate your victories, no matter how small, and who will stand by you when the road gets rough. They are the ones who will remind you of your goals when you feel like giving up, and who will push you to keep going even when it feels impossible. Their faith in you reinforces your own, creating a powerful network of support. Kiljan Kruder. Choosing the right circle also means being intentional about removing negative influences from your life. There will always be people who doubt you, criticize you, or try to bring you down. While it's not always possible to avoid these individuals entirely, you can choose how much access they have to your time and energy. Protecting your faith means setting boundaries and prioritizing relationships that add value to your life. It's not about being rude or dismissive. It's about recognizing that your journey requires a supportive environment. Your circle should also include people who challenge you to grow. These are the mentors, role models, and accountability partners who push you to step outside your comfort zone. They see your potential even when you can't, and they hold you to a higher standard. They're not afraid to tell you the truth, even when it's uncomfortable, because they want to see you succeed. Their presence in your life is a constant reminder that growth often comes from being stretched and challenged. Faith is contagious, and being around people who exude positivity and belief can transform your outlook. When you see others overcoming obstacles, achieving their goals, and maintaining their faith through adversity, it inspires you to do the same. Their stories and experiences serve as proof that success is possible no matter the circumstances. Surrounding yourself with such individuals creates a cycle of encouragement and motivation that keeps you moving forward. Building the right circle doesn't happen overnight, but it's worth the effort. Seek out communities, friendships, and connections that align with your values and aspirations. Be willing to invest in these relationships, and don't be afraid to let go of those that no longer serve your growth. Remember, you don't have to walk this journey alone. Faith grows stronger when it's shared, and the right circle of people can help you achieve things you never thought possible. Together, you can move mountains. Faith is not just a belief. It's a force that transforms your life when you fully embrace it. But for faith to reach its full potential, it must be nurtured daily. Faith requires consistent attention and intentionality, much like a muscle that grows stronger with regular exercise. It's not enough to have faith in moments of crisis. It must become a part of your everyday life, shaping your thoughts, actions, and decisions. The more you nurture your faith, the more resilient and confident you become in facing life's challenges. Nurturing faith begins with your mindset. What you focus on grows, so it's essential to feed your mind with positivity and hope. This means surrounding yourself with words, images, and stories that inspire and uplift you. It might be reading books that encourage your spirit, listening to motivational talks, or spending time in prayer or meditation. These practices create a mental environment where faith can thrive. When your mind is filled with hope and possibility, it becomes easier to see solutions instead of obstacles, and opportunities instead of setbacks. Faith also grows through gratitude. Taking time each day to reflect on the blessings in your life, no matter how small, strengthens your belief in the goodness of the world and the possibilities ahead. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present, reminding you of the progress you've already made and the resources you have at your disposal. This mindset of abundance fuels your faith and motivates you to keep pushing forward. Action is another vital component of nurturing faith. Faith without works is stagnant. It needs movement to grow. Every step you take toward your goals, no matter how small, reinforces your belief in your ability to succeed. Action creates momentum, and momentum builds confidence. Even when the results aren't immediate, The act of moving forward demonstrates trust in the process. It's a declaration that you believe in your vision enough to invest your time, energy, and effort into making it a reality. Faith also requires patience and perseverance. Life doesn't always unfold on your timeline, and there will be moments when progress feels slow or non-existent. In these times, nurturing faith means holding on to your belief even when the evidence is invisible. It's about trusting that the seeds you've planted will eventually bear fruit, even if the harvest takes longer than expected. Patience allows you to stay the course, and perseverance ensures that you keep showing up no matter how tough the journey gets. Lastly, nurturing faith involves community. Sharing your journey with others who believe in you and your vision creates a network of support that strengthens your resolve. Their encouragement and shared experiences remind you that you're not alone. Faith grows when it's shared, and being part of a community amplifies its power. Faith is a dynamic force that needs care and attention to flourish. By feeding your mind with positivity, practicing gratitude, taking consistent action, exercising patience, and surrounding yourself with the right people, you create an environment where faith can thrive. When nurtured daily, faith becomes an unshakable foundation that empowers you to overcome any obstacle and achieve your greatest aspirations.